Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. Currently it is Tuesday and let's get right to the charts as Bitcoin is right now pushing towards the upside. You can see yesterday we rejected from my level right here. We basically got a swing failure pattern from 160k and you can see basically this height right here got taken out and then price got a correction to the downside around 2%. But right now you can see on the daily we are starting to potentially try and continue higher all the way up potentially to the R2 or the value area high, which is sitting at almost $120,000, which would be, in my opinion, the make it or break it zone for Bitcoin. So we either come up here, start breaking towards newer all-time high, we make a structure break basically of this bearish structure, or the second possible scenario is we get right here, price starts consolidating a bit and then we start seeing this push towards the downside, which is in my opinion for right now the more probable scenario. Basically if we look at Bitcoin on the weekly is right now basically sitting at the 50 line at the RSI. You can see, so basically neutral. We are right now at the middle of the range right here, you can see. So this is basically a no trade zone right now. We either wanna go buy at the lows right here or sell at these highs. Of course, if the bullish scenario plays out and we break throughout this range, then we're going to be once again in price discovery, and this price discovery will potentially take us all the way up towards the yearly R3, which is sitting around $150,000. And from right now, this would be another 30% price change, basically 30% pump and around $34,000 of a price change, which would not be much considering we had two very, if you look at historically, down from 49k to 109, we had basically $60,000 of a price change. And if we measure from the lows at 74,000 all the way up to 126, we have $50,000 of a price change. So basically this is very possible to happen. We might go even higher, but it all depends what Bitcoin does in this range right here. As I said, in my opinion, the more probable scenario is that we go firstly to the downside, bigger correction, and then we start pushing up. But as you know, since we are in Q4, anything can happen. Also something very bullish is that the Nasdaq is currently trading at $26,000, the S&P 500 trading at 6,900, basically new all-time highs at the moment that we are talking. For the stock market, you can see right here, basically this is very bullish, and Bitcoin will potentially follow the stock market. But as you can see, as of right now, we are still lagging a bit behind. Tomorrow is the most important day. We have FOMC, and this in my opinion will give directions in which the market will potentially continue to go in the future. But as of right now, we are still awaiting those results. Basically the forecast is that we get a 0.25% of a cut. So basically in my opinion this is basically as expected, since there have been no surprises before in the FOMC meetings. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Ethereum is right now still trading above the value area high right here, you can see. Potentially we are hitting 4,100 is right now acting as support. Basically if we start losing this level, next will be 3,980 or back at the value area low at 3,700. Solana is right now sitting above the value area high, and also we are right now sitting exactly at $200, which is very nice for Solana. Hype is still being the strongest coin right now in my opinion. You can see we had that push of around 50% to the upside basically in 1 week. SU is still looking very choppy. XRP also reclaiming the 200 EMA, but still looks very weak. The pump token also right now looking very weak, not quite yet breaking out of this downward trend. The Bitcoin dominance is, as you can see, potentially starting to rise up. You can see right here, the moving averages are still potentially curving bullish to the upside. So we might see Bitcoin dominance try and retest this line that we have right here, this trend line. And if reclaimed, then it is potentially going to go higher. Gold is right now trading below $4,000. We had a massive correction, and if you notice something during this time that gold has been dumping those 11%, during this time Bitcoin has been pumping, so something very interesting to pay attention to. So potentially if gold goes down and retests the previous all-time high, another 12 to 10% correction, then potentially Bitcoin might revisit its all-time high again. We might get back into this order block potentially, which is something to pay attention to. You can see the open interest is still quite bullish. CVD is also bullish during this move up. We don't have yet any signs of bearish reversal, so it is very possible that we go and retest those levels for Bitcoin. You can see on the liquidation heat map, we do have liquidity sitting all the way up to 118k, 190 basically, right around here, 119.8, which is exactly where the value area high sitting. You see 190.8. And we also have liquidation above the value area high, but above the all-time high, excuse me, but this is right now not a potential target. We need to first break through the value area high and the pivot resistances before talking about the all-time high. But with the stock market being so bullish, we might this might be possible. The ETF inflows we do have for this new week, basically for yesterday, for Monday, we have almost 150 million of Bitcoin ETF inflows, which is very bullish for the markets as of right now. You can see fear and greed index is right now between fear and neutral, which is nice. We might get a volatile move coming soon. Altcoin season still sitting at 27. Basically Bitcoin is right now the king again. Long versus shorts ratio for the day, we do have more shorts opening up, basically, as you can see, but this might mean that they will potentially get squeezed and we will get another 3 to 4% of a pump towards the upside. Funding rates still remaining positive, as you can see, which is nice. The news tomorrow, the FOMC meeting, and I think this covers it for today, guys. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for my channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.